How's it going, people? I had this friend back in the day, and he was a really good friend. I met him when I was doing delivery driving in Ocado, and yeah, he was like a proper Cockney guy, like proper geezer. Like, you all right, mate? You know, that sort of thing. You know, apples and pears. You know, that kind of guy. Yeah, he was a funny guy though, man. He had a dark sense of humor, and I've got a dark sense of humor, and that's how we kind of clicked. Yeah, he was a really good friend. The only thing, not to talk badly about him, was he was older than me. He's about 10, 11 years older than me. Actually, I think maybe more, I'm not sure. He looked like more, the way he was living. Anyway, he drank a lot. He smoked a lot, you know, weed and stuff. And yeah, he was never really on anything positive. Like, what I mean is he's a good man, a good heart, a really good heart. But he was a kind of, not to sound mean, but a lovable loser kind of thing, where he always mucks up, never does the job right, or, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, he just, you know, he's still, you know, like, his living circumstances weren't the greatest. He never had, like, his business ideas were a bit rocky, a bit spotty at best. And every time I was with him, I'd either drink or get high. And yeah, I just had to let that person go, man. Like, I had to just disassociate myself, or distance myself, should I say, from him. Now, this may seem like a bad thing, but times, people, when you really want to do something with your life, and you really want to achieve something, you can't waste time, man. And having certain people around you, I've noticed, when they're on a low vibrational level, they get you onto that same level. You know what I mean? And it's not good, man, because it affects your motivation. It affects your drive. You start thinking the negative things that they think, you know what I mean? I had another friend like that back in the day. We'd talk about, you know, it was always about the government this and the government that, and that's all good, but you can't change the government. You can change what's around you. You can change your own life story. I was never brought up to be that kind of person where you just constantly blame people. Like, yeah, you blame people. Yeah, I do that. And I blame certain circumstances and events, but I try to do things. I try to be the change I want to see. Corny as hell, I know that was, but, you know, I believe you've got to do things for yourself, man. And yeah, it's just people with that kind of energy. I'm telling you, man, I'm 49, my 40 years, from what I've seen, you got to let those people go, man. Or just decrease the amount of time you're with them, because they won't get you to far places, especially if you're ambitious and you want to achieve something. It's very hard to do this when the people around you aren't those sort of people. Now, there are people that don't, you know, achieve like big things. I'm not talking about being the next prime minister or anything like that, but, you know, they don't have their heights set on, you know, major accomplishments. But at the same time, they're good. They give you good advice. They're good supporters, that sort of thing. Those people are cool. I'm talking to people that, you know, they're just there. Like, you phone them, say, yeah, we said, you know, where are you? Like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just here. I'm like, bro, you're always just here. Like, when you gonna be there? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just loserish, man. Oh, yeah, anytime, like, you know, the communication would be, yeah, you picking up, like, you picking up. You know, for those who know what that is, yeah, it's getting the good stuff, you know. Not the snow, but the trees. I think I already said weed anyway. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Yes, what was I saying? Yeah, man, it's always that. I don't know, always say the same thing. I want to be hearing, like, you know what? One person that's really motivational is my brother, man, my younger brother. Man's always on business. Like, every time I talk to him, it gets me excited, actually. Every time I talk to him, he's got some, like, you know, thing he wants to achieve, or some target, or something, you know what I mean? And he knows a lot as well about things as well. But it's always them kind of talks like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, I wouldn't mind if we drink whatever, why we chop it up about plans we can do, accomplishments, achievements. You know what I'm saying? And my friend circles now are people like that. Everyone's like either doing something or wants to do something, or just good people. And that's how I want to keep it. It's not really a circle. I've really reduced it. It's more of a line. Like, you know, my circle. I don't have a circle. I can count the friends on my hand. And even that, I'm struggling to use all the fingers. You know what I mean? Associates, yeah, I've got associates. But yeah, real friends, I haven't got many. But the people I do have are just people that, you know what I mean? They will benefit you, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, even though we had good banter and stuff, and it's good to laugh, it's good to that, but, you know, we were just going nowhere. We were getting older and just going nowhere. Every day, yeah, what you on? Yeah, do you want to get something? Do you want to pick up? Do you want to, you know, get a pint and get drinks in, innit? Like, every time. Like, man used to, like, it got to a point, the phone was it was ringing or vibrating, like, for a message. I get scared. My liver would be scared. My lungs would be scared. He knows what's coming. You know, I just don't think those people, sometimes you got to let people go, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they just don't benefit you in that kind of way to get you forward. I just feel this life is about accomplishments. The way I see life is you're aiming to get to a certain point where you can enjoy your fruits of your labor, or just be happy, find happiness. But I had the laughter, but I didn't have the pure happiness because I didn't want to be working in the kind of work I was doing, and I didn't want to stay like that. I want to be my own boss. I'm that kind of person. Don't really like people give me orders. I have a thing like that. People telling me what to do. I've always had a thing like that. But yeah, sometimes, man, you just gotta drop people. I know it sounds hard, but sometimes you gotta drop them. Let them go, you know, because it just doesn't benefit you in the long run. And this is advice, but also just what I went through, you know, in my, you know, and it's not, oh, I'm smarter than anybody. I've just lived a long time. The gray hairs will show it. I've lived a while, and I've just seen certain things, and I've seen what people get you in, what your surroundings can lead you in. I've seen it. I've seen disastrous circumstances in that, and maybe I'll talk about that in future videos. I've seen disastrous things sad things. But yeah, man, sometimes you gotta let people go, man. It ain't good for you, you know? Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about this, if you agree or disagree. Are you one of these people that had to let someone go? Or are you contemplating? I bet there's a few people out there like watching this and they're like, oh man, yeah, bruv, oh man, I have that same thought about Terry right now, innit? But he's my boy though. But Terry, bruv, he ain't no good for me. I know you're thinking that. Trust me. If you're thinking that, that feeling won't go. I know what you can do is try to advise that person. But if they don't change, you know what you have to do. You know what you got to do. Yeah? All right, guys. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Peace.